What's going on, party people? Today we have a fragrance from the house of Day 3. Real excited about this one. Strap up. Let's go for that ride.
Okay, dinner for two. I watch that head move side to side as I let this in into the room. You were on time, let's connect minds. Trying to get into a mood. We gon' be fine. Close up the blinds, no rush. Finish the food.
What's going on, party people? Welcome to the Scent Bowl. I am your host for the evening. Hey, listen, Day 3 fragrances. Let's see what it's hitting for. This is Del Mar. I know nothing about it. Let's see if there's a little bit of a write-up. Fragrance for men and women, launched in 2023, and then they have the notes, so we'll skip that for now. Let's get an initial impressions. Have you guys tried Del Mar? I have not. I know nothing about it. The only ones we've tried so far is a Scandalo and Tres Oros. So I'm excited to get further into this house. As you guys know, I've announced this before. I have a discovery set of the entire line. So we are walking down that line. I think I want to put this on skin. Got a nice little sheen going. We'll let that dry down for later. Oh man, this is like a glorified, again, if the people who make Day 3 fragrances are live, don't hate me. I can only reference my upbringing, but this is in the wheelhouse of CK1. Why? Because it is a airy, sweet, powdery fragrance. It does feel like a much more glorified and refined version of CK1 with a couple of other facets such as like coconut and musk. Very beautiful fragrance. Man, when we talk about linen, airy, light, like you're on a cloud type fragrances, this is definitely a niche quality to that DNA. So yeah, initially I get very clean, pungent as far as projection, but light, somewhat floral, somewhat musky. I get a hint of coconut, this very soft, powdery, sweet coconut. And I even get some kind of like citrus nuance. I don't know what it is though. I can't make it out. It's just something lifting everything in a very bright way. Surprisingly, for a powdery, light, linen-y feel of a fragrance, because of the coconut, which it's got to have coconut in it, and whatever citrus is going on, surprisingly, it doesn't feel like dry or sheety. This fragrance just feels like a nice, white floral, powdery coconut, light on the skin, but nice projection type of fragrance. Let's go ahead and switch over to the window here. Oh, interesting. I do get lime. I do get a significant amount of lime. I did say citrus, but initially I was thinking more of like a bergamot lemon variety, but this is heavy in lime. It actually is. It has a beautiful top note of lime, but that coconut and lime is just really nice. Ginger, I don't really get any like effervescence from ginger. Can't even really make out a lot of ginger. But anyways, then we've got our white florals in the middle, jasmine, C notes, lily of the valley, base notes, coconut, musk, and amber. I can tell you right now that what I appreciate about this coconut and lime is that the white florals and musk are certainly just as much a part of the fragrance. You know, coconut is a very overkill type of accord where you can really run a fragrance over fast. And yet they've perfectly balanced the coconut. The coconut feels both, it doesn't feel chalky, it doesn't feel too powdery. It's got a touch of sweet, a touch of floral, and then a touch of that flavor profile of the coconut in a very soft, but it's there. You know, you can make it out very distinctly. And the lime, coconut and lime, it's like, how could you go wrong, right? But then it's not just like a lime coconut type of beverage feel. It's, the white florals are so there, and the musk, that with the addition of a white floral kind of smell and the powder and the musk, it really counterbalances this to not feel like a tropical kind of beverage, but more like actual cut open lime. And it's like, imagine you were in a vineyard or some type of like Garden of Eden type of scenario, and there were just like white florals everywhere, and you kind of get this sweet, powdery, light, airy cloud feeling. And then on the table, you know how people cook outdoors on these like Instagram shorts and all this? It's like somebody sliced open several limes and several coconuts, and you're just catching wafts of the juices from each of those in the midst of this very white, floral, powdery, musky atmosphere. I would say on this note profile, the ginger and amber are the least significant. On skin, the amber is ramped up a little bit more. And the fragrance, even on skin, feels a little bit more soapy than like light, airy linen. But it does maintain itself quite a bit. I think the nuanced facet of it being on skin versus the test strip is it feels more light, airy, and on a cloud and coconutty, whereas on skin, the coconut really dies down a bit and it becomes more like white, florally, amber, soapy, clean feel with a touch of lime and coconut. But nonetheless, it maintains itself throughout. This is an awesome unisex fragrance if you just want to smell heavenly. Again, don't look at this note composition and think that you're going to smell too tropical or too sweet. This is a very light on a cloud at heaven's gates type of fragrance with a little bit of swag from the coconut and lime in the most beautiful way. Man, I give it a 9. It's certainly above average, but I duff it up to a 9 because normally these notes, there's always kind of like a glaringly obvious mistake with the blend. And this is just blended to absolute perfection. And for a linen, floral, coconutty type of fragrance, it's very high quality. I don't know if this could perform beyond 4 to 6 hours. Trying to see if there's any review on the projection. They say it does last, so maybe you can get 8 hours out of this. Definitely not under 8 sprays. I think this is a 6 to 10 spray fragrance. Again, it's almost as if somebody took CK1 and sprinkled lime and coconut on top. Very nice fragrance. You're going to have to pack it on, though. I'm going to tell you that right now. This is like great for people who don't like to spray a lot on themselves. You could do 2 or 3 sprays and it could get you a few hours of performance. It'll always be light. I think even if you do 6 to 10, the coconut and lime will probably be ramped up, but it'll still have a soft gentleness to the fragrance. It's very nice. I can't think of any other reminiscence of this. Maybe something in the realm of like a Novitus, what is it? Novitus. I gotta look for it. One sec. Yeah, so like a Novitus Intimus, an MFK's Amorous Extrait, again CK1. It's of that lightness. I think there's even a fragrance by Xerjoff, Lua. It's in the realm of that as well. Very nice fragrance. I give it a very solid 9. I don't take it to the 10 category just because I feel it's somewhat linear. The complexity isn't all there. This is like simple complexity. It's a minimalist take on layers. But it's a great fragrance. It's above average and it's a very good blend. Very, very good blend. Occasions, casual, upscale casual. It feels somewhat airy and light and playful, but it also has a seriousness to it. Let me say this. It has a maturity to it. But I do think it's not a maturity that is tied really to age. It's just a very naturalist, minimalist type of fragrance. And for that, there's like an elegance in its own right of its simplicity. But it doesn't, I don't see that as like an age thing, like an age specific type of quality. It's just more natural. So it has like its own like heavenly elegance to its simplicity. Again, casual, upscale casual, anything by the water, anything outside. It could rock in hot weather, but I think the beauty and angelic nature of this fragrance really comes out downwind, you know, in the presence of aeration and things like that. Perfectly unisex, guys, perfectly unisex. It'll look like a man and woman just dropped down from heaven. You know what I'm saying? Like in the garden, that type of vibe. I imagine day one of creation. This is the ultimate niche fragrance for that type of vibe. Yeah, I think we pretty much covered everything. Really happy with this fragrance. It's really nice. I think this fragrance sits for 100 ml at around the $150 price point. But I always tell people, these days you can pay $40 for the Discovery set. You'll get a $40 voucher. So it's basically for buying the Discovery set, you get $40 off the fragrance. So it puts you at like $110, $115, and you basically get a free Discovery set. So that's a very nice deal, and very proud of the house so far. It's coming out with some heat. So thank you guys so much. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. More importantly, turn on that notification bell. We drop episodes every single day. And let me know if you've tried this fragrance, if you're interested in it, or if you have any questions. I hope this brought you guys some value when determining whether or not this is something you want to put your eye on. I certainly think it's a banger. So with that being said, dang, my Stream Deck just goes offline, but it's not a perfect, but it is a banger. So with that being said, have a blessed week. Until next time, peace.